morning. We are off today to a place that I've not been to before, and there's no excuse for it because it's very local to me. I'm running at about 70% after getting over this nasty flu bug type thing that you're not allowed to talk about on YouTube. But I'm getting there. I'm keeping it local. I'm taking it easy. Normally I'd hike in all the way, but I'm going to park as close as possible because I don't think the lungs are up for 7 miles carrying a load of gear today. Now, a question angry wife rightfully asked me this morning is, why when you're not 100% are you going out taking pictures today? And the answer to that is twofold. The first one, probably threefold actually. The first one is I'm so sick of being cooped up. I haven't left the house for 8 days. When I made the filter adapter for the 7-14, that was the first time I've been out of the house in over a week. Too much, don't like being cooped up. Second one, yesterday was the fallout and the aftermath of Storm Claudia. Lots and lots of rain. So that waterfall should be roaring. And thirdly, that apart from today and I think half of tomorrow, if you look at the weather report for where I live locally, it's Armageddon. So I'm going to capitalise and get a day in, or a day out is more accurate, while I've got a little bit of dry weather. Right, we've arrived. Not the easiest place to get to. It's in between Hebden Bridge and Haworth. Little tight roads, takes you time. It's only 17 bit miles from my house. It took about an hour to get here. I'm going to get bagged up and I'm going to go down, take my camera and check out Lumb Falls. There's another pick up here. Parking is very, very tight and sparse. You're going to have to try and be a bit considerate when you come in here because there's not a lot of room. I've pulled mine right in till I was sweating. I was going to scratch the wall. I'm going to get my gear out, obviously from the other side because I'm not getting that door open. And I'll go down and pick up from there. Look at this. You can see why Farmer gets fed up with people around here, can't you? Honestly, littering. I think, I've told my kids since they were born, since they could understand speech, we always had this thing saying, what goes on the floor? And they'd respond with nothing. There's no excuse for litter. Honestly, I think if you get caught littering or proved it with you, you should get a finger cut off, pinky or something like that. Saying that, I'll probably go around my kids' house when they're 25 and won't have carpets down or anything like that. But anyway, this really boils my urine, does this? It's a bit slippery on the way down. Wellies are recommended. Have a look at this. Definitely a watch your step kind of thing. I do think I understand the landowner. I bet in summer when this place is packed and people are just ditching cars and walking in, I bet it's a nightmare up there. Better concentrate on what I'm doing. It's fair to say this is a local hotspot and very popular, but even I didn't expect it to be this popular on a wet November morning. This is definitely not one of the approaches for the elderly, infirm, or those not stable on the feet. I've nearly just gone proverbial over proverbial back there. Proper like Michael Jackson, not a problem. But yeah, one of those moments. I can hear the falls now. Look at this. Beautiful, beautiful. When I move to Scotland, I will miss this. Obviously didn't need the shoes anymore. Why put them in a bin?
Well, we're here. It's not what I was expecting. It's better than I was expecting, I must be honest. I'm going to take some pictures with me OM1 Mark II. I'm going to use my filter adapter that we made. I want to show you the results from that, as long as I don't drop it in the river. Immediately I've treated to, I can see 3 or 4 angles off the bat without even thinking about it. So I'm going to get some shooting done and I'll come pick up in a minute. You remember off one of the last videos, all the magic starts happening at a quarter of a second. I'm using the built-in ND filter, got it down to a quarter of a second, and I'll put that image up now to share with you. Now, as lovely as those waterfalls are, there's also the beautiful little stone bridge, which I think would be a crime to go home without capturing an image of. So again, I'm going to employ live ND, quarter of a second, because that's the magic time. Boom. That'll be up now. What a beautiful place, honestly. I can see why it gets busy in summer, it's stunning. Apparently it's a good live swimming spot as well. Let me show you why that would be. So we've got the waterfall there, and apparently that's deep enough for swimming. Right, it's a hell of a climb down, very, very slippery. I've already cracked my knee once on a rock, full on kind of Muay Thai strike knee, whoosh into a rock. Luckily it's my post-operative knee, there's not a lot of nerves in that one. The ones that are left have let me know that they're working, so my knee's really sore. I am going to try and wobble out over there. I want to be, if you can see it on the camera, 3/4 way across, that'll give me 2 converging waterfalls and the bridge. Beautiful, but I'm going to see if I can get across this water. Wet foot, wet foot. This is a dumb idea. This is a really dumb idea. I've already got wet feet. I'm getting overflow. But what are you doing? All I'm waiting for is one boot full of water, and then I give up and I'll just walk. Result, here we are. Right. Slippery. Now that rock's a death trap. Made it. One piece. Alive. See if I can get the tripod stable on these rocks. Not really. Not without a fight. Aha! Now you're going to tell me I've left my cleaning cloth. I'm going to put a lens cap on because the spray off this is phenomenal. More people arriving. They're allowed to. I don't own it. Get it cleaned off and wait for everybody to go and do their own thing somewhere else. Careful, mate. I've got a camera there. It's okay, you're fine, just careful. And in keeping with tradition, what normally happens is I go out to the sketchy spots I want to be at, and I'll fall on the way back. We'll let this lot do their thing. And crack on there. Ooh. Why don't we try?
What nobody told me was apparently Mother Nature has a medieval style catapult, and what she's prone to do is load that catapult with ramblers, about 10-15 at a time, and she fires them in the exact area where you want to take photographs. She did it twice here, direct hits. And for some extra long exposure photography, which I love, time to employ the filter holder we made in the last video.
Right, we've got a bit less spray. A new vantage point. Filter holder. Oh, look at that. Look at glow. So, turning the built-in ND filters off. I'm going to be 10 stop on it. Oh, lovely. Lovely, lovely. Big fan of that one. I'm using, to capture these pictures, I'll share them and put them in the edit as we go along. I'm using a 10 stop filter, an ND1000. I'm at f2.8 at 2 seconds. Could go longer. I could happily go long. Obviously by giving me a narrower aperture I'd have to lengthen the shutter time. Really make it tight. In fact I'll do one of them just to demonstrate what it's like. I don't know. So this is me going out to 8 seconds with it. Time to move. Let's see if I can get back without breaking my blooming neck. Full pockets, slippery rocks, rubber boots. What could go wrong? Oh, nightmare. Look, that's the rock. It's getting very slippery over there. I'm getting quite dizzy, I tell you that. Oh, that's it, that's it. I've got sloshy toes. And the best part of all this is the shot that I want. It's pretty much what you guys have been treated to all the time I've been knocking about over there. So I'll get that shot. I'll put it up. Well, the tragedy has befallen us. A brand new OM1 Mark II. Look at that. Just scuffed it on a rock. First scar's the worst, I'm the best. It's done. It's not going to be the only one to get. I'll just swap it with friend Rogers when I see him next. What have you done with this, Rog? You've scratched your camera. Right, I want some rocks in the foreground, a bit of foreground interest. And my knees don't bend like they should. I'm a little bit of height, just a little bit of height. So I'm balancing one's buttocks on a mossy rock. I'll get the level set and I'll talk you through what you think your thoughts are. I want some foreground. I want these rocks, and obviously then you're spoilt with two waterfalls in the background. I'm going to have to unload some stuff out of my pockets every time I'm bending over, things are crunching. I don't know what they are. Could be expensive. Probably have to give that lens a creep off, just a clean up. Oh, don't tell me I've lost my bloody cleaning cloth on off. Oh, what a day. What a tragedy. That's even my underpants. Lucky for all involved. Recognise me? Lovely. Oh, does it get any better than that? And we're going to drop in, and we'll go, not a lot of sunshine to be honest, but we'll go for a sepia, see if I can bring some colour back somehow. Not a lot of sunshine to worry about here, so the polarizer's not really doing an awful lot of work. However, what it is going to do is turn the water clear and get rid of those reflections. Shut down the aperture a bit so I can drag my shutter. I'm not getting the length of shutter that I want. Stack 'em. Should be a nice picture.
Mother Nature had waited long enough and she was going to fire a Rambler catapult at us again.
Yeah, that'll do. There's people popping up all over the place. That's lovely. This is going to be a really grabby water shot. Really kind of ethereal, misty, smoky water. I built that filter holder because I do like long exposures. It's my thing that I enjoy doing. I always have on any camera format, so having the ability to do it on this lens especially, in the filter kit I got my CPL, standard in it. I got a 10 stop which I use regular. I got a UV filter. Why? Who uses them? Who spends a ton of money on expensive glass to put a piece of cheaper glass in front of it? I've never once looked at a picture of the whole of the UV on that. Weird.
It was at this point it started getting really busy, and I was kind of conscious of the fact that I'm stood there with me little Osmo on a tripod. I've got my camera tripod, I've got my backpack on the ground, and there's no room to move anyway, so time for me to move on, I think. That'll be another direct hit from Mother Nature.
It's been a cracking morning. I'm glad to be outside again. And after a week of, you can hear it's not left me, but after a week of virus, it is better outside, I can confirm that.
Back at the car, I've called it. I was very, very lucky and unfortunate that I had about an hour there on my own, or near enough on my own, while I was there, because what happened in the last hour of being there is there was a rambling group turned up. Now, I know I don't own these places, I know that, but I would like to do a photography. We'd all like it to ourselves. But a rambling group turned up, as they're entitled to. And I thought, well, I'll wait till they clear out and then I'll carry on again. And they just scattered themselves everywhere as they're entitled to do, and I started having packed lunches. Fair enough. Then another group turned up, and then another group turned up. And There were about 50 people there in the end. I couldn't move, and they weren't clearing out anytime soon. So I thought, I've got my pictures, I've had a good morning, it's time to move on.